In this video, we're introducing the April paper filter customized for our own brewing kit. Welcome, my name is Patrick Rolfe and this is Coffee with April. For this video, we have some exciting news. We're about to launch our own paper filter, which is something that we've been working with for almost a year now. We had a few delays due to COVID, both in terms of logistics, also in terms of production, but they're finally here, they're finally in Copenhagen. And what we're doing is that we're basically doing small limited runs. We're actually already sold out of the first round, but we have new ones coming very soon. And what we've been trying to do is to find the optimal filter to use with our brewing kit. It's as easy as that. Basically, the brewing kit in itself took us about 3 years to come up with different prototypes, different testing. And we realized very early on that part of the challenges we had initially with other flatbed brewers was just not the brewer itself, it was also the paper filters being used. So therefore it made a lot of sense for us to actually start working towards our own paper filter as well. So what we have here is basically a paper filter, a wave paper filter, which we made a few different changes to, which we're going to talk about more in depth over the next few weeks. We're also going to give you a bit of brewing videos and so on, right? What we want to do now is to just give you kind of a basic, quick rundown of the filter. So, one, the filter is a bit higher, similar to the 185 from Kalita. This is basically to give you more space to pour water in when we do larger brews with the April brewing kit. Because if you have a filter that isn't as high, it's going to be an issue for you to actually pour water without having that leaking over the filter when you do, for example, a 30-gram brew to 500 mils of water or something like that. So that's step number one. Step number two is the diameter in the bottom of the filter, which we actually changed to be a tiny bit narrower because we want more of the water to go through consistently through the coffee bed. Now, one of the things that we see in a lot of kind of modern coffee filters, and one of the new trends has been these fast filters. The issue with the fast filters is that you have a lot of water actually leaking through the paper filter, which is something that we want to avoid because when you do that, you get too much bypass. And too much bypass is actually not a good thing. So what we're looking for here is to concentrate the coffee bed and making sure that more of the water goes through it. To get just a better extraction, sweeter coffee and better balance in general, right? Secondly, most paper filters are used with different kind of wood pulps. So we've been trying a bunch of different wood pulps to actually see which one has the less paper taste, which is always going to be important when it comes to paper filter, and which one has the most consistent flow, because a lot of your flow rate, clogging and so on, is actually based on the paper filter itself. So that's something that we've been looking closer to, and after a bunch of different testing, we're happy to actually come up with a version that we think fits our brewing kit the best, right? Like moving on, what we're looking at as well is also the thickness of the paper filter itself. Now this obviously has a big impact, and it's a balance of having one, a consistent continuous flow rate that doesn't clog up, with two, having a flow rate that is also, again, having the water go through the coffee bed and not leaking out through the paper filter. And this took a lot of testing, a lot of trials and error, trying a lot of different material thicknesses to figure out which one is the best in terms of, again, the brewing kit, right? So obviously what makes this interesting for any one of you brewing with the April brewing kit is that it's the only paper filter in the world that is actually customized to be used with it. And it's something that we've been really interested in doing for a very long time, and we're very happy to actually see it here. Now, that's it for now, basically. What we wanted to do is just to introduce the product here. It's live, you can purchase it. The real difference you will notice when you brew with it. And we're gonna continue to do more specific videos on this, showing you material differences, showing you brew differences, new recipes, and so on. We're also already started the conversation on our Patreon account, so tune in there if you want more in-depth details and conversations. That's where they're happening. And yeah, we're super happy to actually have it here and looking forward to have everyone with an April brewing kit actually using the April filter when you're brewing with it. With that, thank you for watching and enjoy your day. We want to give a special thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. It's because of you that we are able to continue to make these videos. And we want you all to feel free to always come with suggestions and ideas on the content that you want to see, because we are doing this for you and because of you. Thank you from all of us here at April.